Okay, if you're an Oilers fan, there's been a lot to like for your team this offseason. But along with the moves they've made, I've got a hunch there's still a few more to be made. Strong hunch, might I add. What is up, guys? If you're new to the channel, thank you for clicking on this video. I really appreciate it. The support has been awesome. The last few videos I've pumped out have done really good, and we're like 40 subs away from reaching 5,000 subs. So if you can help me reach that, that would be sick. Let's get right back into this video. So first off, let's discuss the elephant in the room, Evander Kane. It's no surprise. Evander Kane will be the first to tell you that his season last year was not great, because it wasn't. In saying that, it also wasn't the worst, but if you watched Kane when he first joined the Oilers organization, everything he was touching was going in. He scored 22 goals in his first 43 games when he joined the Oilers, comparing that to this season where he scored just 24 goals in 77 games played. It was definitely a step back, but he came out and said that he'd been playing with a sports hernia almost all season, and then in the playoffs it obviously got worse. So where do you guys come out on this? Honestly, this is tough for me, because you kind of, he's very unique. No one kind of brings what he brings for the Oilers right now. He's got that scoring touch. He can be physical, and that's huge. And it was huge in the playoffs. The first few rounds, he was just dummying guys, and you need to have a guy like that. You love to have a guy like that, but for whatever reason, just Evander Kane, he just the gossip, I don't know, that just has followed him his whole career, and it doesn't seem to have changed. At first, everything was good. Everything's really good. But last year was like finally the year that people, the rumblings in the locker room was Evander Kane's old habits have caught up to him again. They've kind of creeped back into his life. So that's too bad. If you don't have that Evander Kane, I think this is a home run. You want to keep him. You don't want to trade him. But honestly, I don't know where they come out on this one, guys. What do you think? Would you like to have Evander Kane on your team? I still think I would. It's just tough. It really is. And you look at the options that they have now, so who knows? He might get slotted on the third line, and you heard what he said this year. He's like, I'm not really getting much minutes. It's like stuff like that. It's his post-game interviews, and he says the odd comment that it's just like, bro, just don't. You're just making it worse for everyone on the team, and you make it awkward for your teammates as well, because what are they supposed to say to that, right? So that's one thing. Yeah, it's tough. I'm kind of 50-50. If you get Kane like how he was when he first started, with his scoring touch, yeah, I'd say it's worth it. But if he goes into next season with the same points that he put up this season, and then add the BS that he brings, I don't think it's worth it. So I honestly am very curious. What do you guys have to say about this? Would you like the Oilers to make a trade for Evander Kane? Maybe they get a defenseman. Maybe is that the route that they take? Or I don't know. The one thing I will say is now that the Oilers have Matt Savoy, that's kind of another sweetener package. You could make a pretty decent trade with Evander Kane and Matt Savoy, and throw a pick in there. You can get someone pretty sick. So not saying that they're going to do that, but that is an option. So where do you guys come out on Evander Kane being an Oiler going into next season? Would you like them to trade for someone? Just get him out of there? Or would you because he does provide that physical scoring touch that, it helps a lot. It really does, especially in the playoffs. Next up is Cody Ceci. Cody Ceci may not be the biggest name in the locker room, but the guys absolutely love him. He is the definition of a glue guy, and if you don't know what that means, the glue guy, he keeps everything together, right? He's like, come on guys, like ELE. He's like Jackie Moo on semi-pro. Everybody love everybody. I won't dive into this too much, but obviously the Oilers are not cap compliant as of right now. I'll just say this. I would not be surprised one bit if he is the odd man out. It's just a hunch, okay? It's just a hunch that I'm getting. Don't quote me for it. I just say if the Oilers start without Cody Ceci next year, you just come back to this video and be like, hey, that kid on Above Average was right. And so that's. But I'm not saying it. I'm not saying it. I just got a weird little suspicion that I think Cody Ceci is. I really do think he's the odd one out. And part of the reason why I think that is with Draisaitl signing, I think that kind of just solidified Cody Ceci coming out. Look, I really do believe, the sample size was small with Draisaitl. I think he logged 3 games for the Oilers last year? Maybe even 3. And then he had surgery, but obviously he re-signed with the team this offseason. when I've seen Troy Stecher play, when he played for the Flames last year, not even joking, he was like very noticeable, and I was like, damn, like Troy Stecher's a lot better than I remember when he was playing for Vancouver. I think he had a stint in Arizona as well, but when he was playing for the Flames, he's just puck on net kind of guy. He's pretty speedy, and he's got a good first pass, and he's pretty physical as well. All things, I think he does actually a little bit better than Cody Ceci, and that might be a hot take. I really don't think it is, and a lot of people might be disagreeing with me in that. But it's like, what did you see? He wasn't really given that much opportunity to play last year. So I think the Oilers signed, Troy Stecher. Obviously, he had the surgery, the offseason surgery. I think that's the option. It's a cheaper option for sure, and I think you get quite a bit more bang for your buck in a guy like Troy Stecher as opposed to Cody Ceci. And then it's part of the reason why I think they maybe made that trade before playoffs even started, right? Was because they were already thinking ahead into the summer, like, hey, we might have to move Cody Ceci or something like that. Again, I'm just paraphrasing. I'm not even paraphrasing. I'm just strong hunch. So that's what I think the option is. I think Ceci's out. I think you've got Stecher in, and then obviously when you have Cody Ceci going out at 3.25, that gives you the cap space to sign RFAs, Dylan Holloway, and Philip Broberg, and I think that's exactly what they're going to do. So what would you like with Cody Ceci? Is he as good as gone? Do you really care much? I know the guys call him Mr. Game 7. It's funny, he's kind of scored actually, I think he has like 3 goals in Game 7s, or maybe it's just 2, but Game 7, Mr. Game 7, that's what they call him. He's, you know what, I will never have any gripes to pick with Cody Ceci. I think he did his job. He never complained. He always showed up. But where do you guys come out on this? Would you like the Oilers, obviously, if they have to make a move? Is this the one they got to make? Is it Cody Ceci going out? Honestly, I'm kind of for it, but I want to hear your comments in the comment section below as I read every single one, okay? That would be dope. Drop a comment down below. And then really the last order of business the Oilers got to do is sign the big boy. And maybe I'm going to do a video probably later this week about Leon Draisaitl and, the contract talk, the negotiations. Obviously, with him getting, he proposed to his now fiancée, Celeste, so that's huge. We got to dive into that. I can't believe I haven't made a video about that. I'm just joking. I'm not going to make a video about that, but I am going to make a video about the contract, what I think it'll look like, and when he signs the contract for the Edmonton Oilers. It's not if, it's when. And if you don't, if you really think that this guy's jumping ship, well, wouldn't this look bad if I absolutely am wrong on this? Well, I don't think, that's why I'm saying this. I don't think that this guy is up and leaving. There's no way. If Austin Matthews is re-upping with the Toronto Maple Leafs, the Leafs, really? You don't think that Leon Draisaitl, who's best buds with the best player in the world, obviously what they did, they're two goals away from winning the Stanley Cup. If they run this back again and again and again, look who they brought in this year. They brought in Jeff Skinner. They brought in Victor Arvidsson. Who's to say that they can't do the exact same thing next year and the year after that and the year after that? He would be stupid. He would be absolutely stupid. I definitely think the Oilers, whatever he wants, you hear what Jeff Jackson says. He says, look, I'm in no rush. I'm really in no rush. He's so nonchalant about it. That just makes me feel so happy. I'm like, okay, he's not paranoid. Clearly he's just like, yeah, we'll get it done. So I honestly think that he's re-signing, and that's the last order of business that the Oilers have to do, and they will do it. They will get it done. It's only a matter of time. So we'll save that for another video, guys. But thanks for all the support, guys. You guys are actually crushing it. I was supposed to actually upload another video tonight, but I'm still working on it. I've spent at least 8 hours editing this thing, so it's gonna be a good one. I haven't done a video like this in quite some time, so I really think you're gonna enjoy it. I will definitely have it ready for next Sunday, I think is when I'm gonna drop it. So be sure to tune in for that. You're gonna love it. I'm pointing my finger way too much here. So that's all I got for this one, guys. Let's see if we can reach the sub mark, which I was hoping to reach in the last video, but guys, you crushed it in that video as well. 20,000 views, I think. I was like, oh my gosh, that's insane. So can we keep that up? That would be dope. 50 away from 5K subs. Let's go. I'm really trying to hit 10K by the end of the summer, so if you can help me, that would be dope. I'll see you in the next one. Don't be average when you can be above average. Peace.